power jetter is at removing the clogs than just a snake. So a snake is going to burrow a hole through the clog, enough to allow the static water that's backed up to drain through. But then as more paper and more just different things that go through the sewer, as those continue to try to go through that passage, they'll become blocked again. A bladder will work the same way. It'll blow out the clog, but sometimes it just blows out a portion of the clog, just enough to let the water go through. This, what it does, is it shoots a jet to the front, and it shoots 3 jets to the side at a pressure washer's power. So it'd just be like if you're outside power washing your sidewalk, all the debris that's on the sidewalk is going to go away. So as you're running this down the line, anything that's stuck to the pipe in front or on the sides is being knocked loose and flushed on out of your system, so that future particulates and stuff that have to go through that pipe, they don't encounter any obstructions, so therefore they pass on through and they get out of your system and onto the city. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on my channel here. As you can see, we're down in the basement. We're by my sewer clean out, and right now we're not having any issues. Nothing's backed up, everything's draining just fine. But I've had some issues where I've had to run my bladder. I've got a little bladder down here that I've had to run through the sewer several times, and I decided to do something different. So I hopped on to Amazon and ordered a Tidy On 5800 PSI sewer jet kit. Got the 100-foot version. Comes with 100 foot of high pressure cable. Some instructions. Box. Tells you what you have in here. You have some components, some fittings, and basically you hook this up to your power washer. And then you sit here and you use your power washer nozzle to shoot pressure down and to clear your pipe. So that's what we're going to demonstrate. I'm going to get this hooked up and we're going to see how it goes. Now, like I said, I don't have a clog right at the moment. I did have one a few days ago, and I was able to clear it after a couple hours with my bladder, but I really just want to jet this line out really good and see how that goes. So let me check the 2 ends here. They're both the same. Yep, they're both the same. I'm going to see. Okay, that takes a fitting. Let me see here. Okay. That's that fitting. Okay. So that's not going to go on like that. Okay. Calling an audible, no big deal. I'm going to run this, and I'm just going to have to use the on-off switch for the power, and instead of using the spray nozzle. I'll be right back. So what I'm doing, on the back of my power washer, you can plug this up directly. So you're going to take some of the Teflon tape they provided, and you're going to want to put it around this fitting. Find the beginning of it. There we go. Okay, so it's going to go like that. Just want to get a couple wraps with this Teflon tape. Get that going on there really nice. Get this part put into the power washer. Okay, got that all installed. Teflon tape go. This end will be the end I feed. There's the tape. It provides you with 3 different ends. I'm going to go with this bell housing shaped end. You want to get that on there. Crank it down pretty good, which it's not going to unthread itself down there. Okay. Next step, put my gloves on, since I'll be dealing with sending that hose down the sewer line. I like to wear these gloves. Next step, I'll be connecting my water. I've got a power cord over here. I'll hook up the power, and then we'll start feeding this in. So there's the water. Get that hooked up. Okay. Perfect. That's the hose. Here's my power cord. Get that plugged in right over here. Okay. Go ahead and put that in. A little bit. And I'm going to turn on the water. Got a shut off here. Everything looks good. I'm not seeing any leaks. Or anything like that. Perfect. Just gonna get that in a little bit. Perfect. Just keep feeding it in. I'm gonna get it in a little bit and then I'm gonna turn the water on. I just didn't want to get sprayed everywhere. In case this thing has a bunch of back pressure. I really didn't want to get sprayed. Okay, let me get this cover. It helps shield me from anything. Turn it on, see what happens. Alright, so it's spraying. Oh, it's wanting to pull. That's good. It's wanting to feed itself. I feel it pulling on that hose. So it's down there just spraying like crazy right now. Nothing's backing up yet, so that's good. It's just down there doing its thing. No leaks. Takes about 45 foot to get to the city cleanout where I'm at. Okay, I'd say I've got about 2/3 of this down. I'm going to move this hose out of the way. I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to do my best to measure it just using, you know, kind of 2 foot increments. So 2 foot, 4 foot, 6 foot, 8 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot, 14 foot, 16 foot, 18 foot, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. And I can see the tip now. It's spraying me. So I got about 32 foot down before I hit. Like I said, I'm about 40 from the main. I probably hit a bend that just wasn't able to get past. So let's try it again. See what happens. This time I turned it on closer to the front of the pipe. I really want to clean off anything in between here and there. Go back and forth. Just let it spray, let it work. think about that 34 foot mark. It's about as far as we're going to get. And I'm really happy with that. I feel like from the videos I'd seen, they did videos with cutouts of the pipe and showed how much better a power jetter is at removing the clogs than just a snake. So a snake is going to burrow a hole through the clog, enough to allow the static water that's backed up to drain through. But then as more paper and more just different things that go through the sewer, as those continue to try to go through that passage, they'll become blocked again. A bladder will work the same way. It'll blow out the clog, but sometimes it just blows out a portion of the clog, just enough to let the water go through. This, what it does, is it shoots a jet to the front, and it shoots 3 jets to the side at a pressure washer's power. So it'd just be like if you're outside power washing your sidewalk, all the debris that's on the sidewalk is going to go away. So as you're running this down the line, anything that's stuck to the pipe in front or on the sides is being knocked loose and flushed on out of your system, so that future particulates and stuff that have to go through that pipe, they don't encounter any obstructions, so therefore they pass on through and they get out of your system and onto the city system. So I'm really happy about this. Like I said, I'm 40 foot from the city main. I'm highly likely that I came up against a T or an elbow about 30 some foot out, but that's plenty distance for me. I don't have any backup issues. I don't have any blockages right now, so I'm very pleased about how this has performed. I bought it off Amazon. The kit was $50. One of my buddies just had to have his pipes professionally cleaned out because his system is entirely copper, and he didn't want to use a bladder on the copper and risk busting something. And he paid $400 for a clean out service. So for $50 to just clean out my pipes underneath the house, I feel it's well worth it. 15-20 minutes of my time. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull this pipe out, get things cleaned off. And thanks for tuning in. I hope this helps you. I hope you don't have any issues, but if you do, I hope this helps guide your decision on whether or not to buy a power jetter. Like I said, just you hook it up to your pressure washer. It's very simple. 2 connections, one to the pressure washer, 1 connection on the tip of the hose. Very pleased with this product, and I'm happy about the purchase. Have a great day.